It's important that young Londoners feel empowered during their journey with us. We want them to know what they achieved and how they achieved this for themselves. So there's evidence that shows involving children and young people in our decision making is an important means of countering the disempowerment that often characterizes their experiences of exploitation, violence, and/or involvement with statutory services such as the criminal justice system and social care. It increases their sense of safety and control and encourages their continued involvement. So it's in essence crucial that we don't mirror such experiences and empower young Londoners to be involved in their decision planning and their decision making whenever they feel they need to. But this has to be done alongside young Londoners, which is part of co-production, because young Londoners need to be involved in assessing their own needs, because this will empower them for their future plans, for their identity finding, for their own strengths. So that's why we involve young Londoners in the co-production of their support. So together we set goals, ones that we know are achievable and will ultimately support them to have a better life. How we set goals is through our sessions, through one-to-one sessions that we try to partake in. We try to involve the young Londoner in a safe place each week. Alongside that, we do welfare checks weekly with our young people, either for a text message, for a phone call, wherever it may be, because we want to build that sense of rapport, as there's evidence-based research around a hypothesis that the more you engage with young people in a safe place, the more better outcomes you'll achieve in terms of understanding the young person, their needs, their support, their well-being, and inability to safeguard the child. So how do we assess this in our sessions? We assess this through needs assessment, through an action plan, through understanding outcomes. Outcomes being how we use a scale to measure how they're feeling in terms of the self-compassion, in terms of certain needs that are being met. We also do this through a needs assessment, a robust needs assessment, understanding their context, their surroundings. How is their family life? How is their life outside of school? Which ties in with contextual safeguarding, looking at the context of the environment. This could be from hanging around in the council estate. This could be from hanging around in the chicken shop. This could be from hanging around outside the school area, on a road, near a bus stop. Wherever the context of the environment is how we assess how we're going to deal with their needs, and also how we're going to safeguard the young person, because this is where the young person spends time. This is where they learn their normalities, their values. Each young learner we work with is unique, and therefore the program of support is unique. So as I was saying, a person-centered approach is applied, and previous research shows that a young Londoner's needs must be individually assessed, and a one-size-all approach does not work to young Londoners, because every young Londoner has a different intersectional background, a different intersectional identity, a different race, a different culture, a different religion, a different personality, a different peer group. So it's important to take that time out as a voluntary service to assess those needs alongside the young Londoner and co-produce their own framework for their own plan. So in Safer London, we are not too punitive with our young people. We want to promote strengths. We want to promote intersectional identities. What is it that we can promote in terms of their behaviors and activities, in terms of their values? What do they value? Their race, their religion? How can we promote that into an activity possibly? How can we signpost them to positive activities alongside the young Londoner? Then this is something that they need to express to us in sessions, through contact, through our text messages, through our phone calls. So this is emphasizing co-production again. And then this is conveyed in our action plan. So we have specific time-bound principles in terms of how we want to achieve this goal, how we're going to achieve it in terms of, is it an activity? Is it a signposting activity? Does a young person want to maybe be referred to a place which may help his skills further? So as I was saying, co-production is very important, because at every step of the way, the young person will be there with us to understand their need, make that change, and promote their quality of life through understanding their strengths, not just the weaknesses. It's by working together, caseworkers and young Londoners, that we can realize success, but not only for us, but for each of the young Londoners that we have the pleasure of working alongside.